What's up, guys? NGW450 here, and I know I haven't uploaded on Friday, and the video I uploaded on Wednesday didn't have any vocal audio. I realized that as after I uploaded, I looked at my computer and I saw my mic was not plugged in, but it is now, and that's okay. So, as you know, for Monday I have scheduled review day. So, I've done Halo 1 and Halo 2. I did it in a very special way where I used my webcam and I sat here and I talked about the games and what I liked about each game. I decided to switch it up a little bit. I went over to the GamingSins channel. I have Halo 3 right here. As you can see, everything wrong with Halo 3. I'm going to talk about each sin, whether I agree with it or not. There's going to be quite a few where I don't agree with it. That's okay. It's alright. So let's get into this. Let's hope they don't decide to be like, we're going to copyright strike you.
They let me pick.
Narration.
But you had something they didn't.
Narration, oldest sin in the book. Both they and CinemaSins do. Also, it's not narration, it's not explaining what the story was going on or anything. It is just simply Cortana setting the mood for what's about to start in Halo 3.
Something no one saw but me. Luck.
Cortana can see luck, an intangible force that helps one win or lose.
In this situation, it's more of an intuition type of situation. She did not physically see luck emanating from the Master Chief, but rather she had the intuition, the gut instinct, that he was lucky.
This ain't good.
Thanks for the update, Captain Obvious.
Meh. Could have been better.
How far did he fall?
2 kilometers, easy.
There is no way that Master Chief only fell 2 kilometers. For goodness sake, Marine, do you not realize that he just fell from space?
I agree. I just think that how he said that was very weird. It's like, okay, I thought it was very weird how he said it, but I do agree it's probably more than 2 kilometers, because that's probably about maybe 3-4 miles. I don't know the conversion rate for that, but it is kind of silly.
Gel layer could have taken most of the impact.
In the cutscene, Gel saves Master Chief from a fall from space. In gameplay, it doesn't save you from a fall off a small cliff.
For that sin, I'm thinking he said could have. Because at this point he believes Master Chief is not alive, but dead. Another thing about the scene, he's actually out cold. He did actually get knocked out from the fall. And the reason why it's not in-game is because it's not an open-world free-roam game. They want you to stick to the path, so if you go off path, you're going to die.
People in the mid-26th century still use early 21st century laptops.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Radio for Vito. Heavy lift gear. We're not leaving him here.
Yeah, you're not.
The protagonist is not really dead, but seems really dead cliché.
I mean, granted it is a cliche, but, you know, a lot of times they keep on making up these new cliches and constantly changes the phrasing of it, but yeah.
Where is she, Chief? Where's Cortana?
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
We interrupt Halo 3 to bring you Memento.
Pop culture reference.
Corporal, make it quick.
That is what she said.
That's what she said joke. Not funny.
The Arbiter decides it's a good idea to act like the enemy and stay cloaked until he reaches his allies.
He's doing that to make sure that he stays safe from the brutes. Along side, just make sure he's still not spotted until he actually is 100% sure he is safe and has reached his allies. He's not acting like an enemy. He is being smart.
The brutes have our scent.
Then they must love the smell of green.
If the brutes can smell green, they'll quickly lose our scent, because we're in a green forest.
He just sent Sergeant Johnson. That is an absolutely awesome line. As any other line, because it actually changes with difficulty. Fun fact. I'm pretty sure that's actually the normal level difficulty line. That line changes for each difficulty, so... Unnecessary sin.
Johnson takes away a Marine's gun and gives it to Master Chief, who recently survived a fall from space.
I just want to ask, would you trust a very fragile human being over a super durable, super strong, super fast, super smart super soldier in a combat situation? Yes, they're one man down from fighting, but the Marines, they could literally do nothing and Chief could have it handled. So, unnecessary sin is unnecessary.
Move out as quiet as you can.
Literally right after Johnson says, "Move out, as quietly as you can," the Marines make as much noise as they can.
Listen, I don't know your name, but I just want you to sit, I want you to sit down, or actually no, I don't want you to sit down, I want you to get into full combat gear, fully armed, and try being as quiet as possible. Okay? Can you do that for me? I think you'll have a very tough time being quiet.
Pelican pilots warn one another about the enemy so they can do nothing.
I agree with that. That is pretty stupid.
I know you're trying to keep your Pelican steady for the gunner, but seriously, a few evasive maneuvers wouldn't have hurt anyone.
At least could have positioned to the point where the gunner could have shot the Banshees, but yeah, still pretty stupid.
This isn't as fun as it looks. Cut the power.
The barrier console floats down without assistance.
We're talking about Covenant technology that has partially reverse engineered Forerunner technology. They have Sentinels that fly on their own, monitors that fly on their own. It's not too crazy of an idea of a machine gently floating down so it doesn't break.
The Marine gunner vanishes.
Continuity error. I agree.
Confirmed. Contact is Pelican dropship, Kilo 23, over.
We interrupt Halo 3 to bring you Star Wars: A New Hope.
Sorry for the...
Pop culture reference. And, you know, that may have actually been the point. Secluded, hidden rebel base on a planet that's heavily controlled, or in a universe that's heavily controlled by a galactic spanning empire. Perhaps that's actually what they were going for. If that was, kudos to them.
Tight squeeze.
That's what she said.
That's what she said joke. Not funny.
Tell the commander her ace is in the hole.
That's what she said joke. Not funny.
That's also what she said. In the Halo universe, tight squeeze means plenty of room.
Okay. I'm interrupting this then, just to note the stupidity. So you can see all around this area. This is where the Pelican came in from. That Pelican is big, bro. That's a tight squeeze.
Check it out. No way. A Spartan? For real?
Blind joke.
That's not a blind joke. The guy was blind. He can't say anything. How's that a joke?
The wounded are in hallways instead of a proper bed.
they're only fighting a galactic spanning empire and on their last legs. I'm pretty sure they have more wounded than beds.
What about Halo?
Roll credit.
One of their oldest jokes, overused.
Ma'am, I have Lord Hood.
Is Lord Hood any relation of Lord Helmet?
Lord Hood was established in the game before. Although I appreciate this pop culture reference, I love Spaceballs. This is just one of those unnecessary ones, because Lord Hood is established as a character in the previous Halo, Halo 2.
Let him know.
All of you vermin.
The bad guy hacks in, only to send a video message cliché.
True, I agree with that cliche. It's an overused one.
All personnel,
Wounded.
defense code Alpha
We're getting
1,
all of them
prepare for
out.
immediate-
Keys walks up the steps.
Ma'am, squad leaders are requesting a rally point. Where should they go?
Says her epic one-liner.
To war.
Stands around. And calmly walks back down.
Ma'am, squad...
I have to say, though, that is pretty funny. I think with the epic one-liner and how the AI is programmed, it should have canceled each other out in terms of sin. It is quite funny how she's just like, yep, we're going to go fight. And then she walks back down. I think it's funny.
Leaders are requesting a rally point. Where should they go?
To war.
Instead of clearly stating a rallying point, Commander Key swings for the stands and comes up with an answer that is neither informative nor likely to be remembered in the history books.
A couple things. First of all, he is right. That is, in the end, really kind of more silly. I think a statement like that probably would have been remembered in history books for bravery and tenacity, indicating, yeah, we're going to war.
Chief? Good. This channel is secure.
Key supposes the channel is secure, but they were just hacked.
I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure there is a way that's wrong. I just can't think of how. I'm pretty sure they verified that the channel was secure before she actually attempted contacting Chief through it, so what do I
You
know?
will be the protectors of Earth and all her colonies.
Human tech is prophetic.
Fun fact, Cortana was actually confirmed to have the Logic Plague, and that's probably the early stages of the Logic Plague. Now, I will say, though, he had the opportunity to send those sequences where the Cortana or Gravemind parts show up, because those were annoying more than anything.
Lord Hood, we made it.
Music to my ears, Commander.
The music to my ears cliché.
It's such an unnecessary... People use it every day. It's music to my ears. Nobody really cared. I don't really care about this send, so...
Marines, the Prophet of Truth doesn't know it yet, but he's about to get kicked right off his throne. You will take our city back and drive our enemy into the grave they've been so happily digging. One final effort is all that remains.
Take off a sin for Lord Hood's speech.
Oh yeah.
Which is what I shall do right now. Covenant reactors are more easily accessible than the Death Stars. Covenant reactors are way more easily accessible than the Death Stars.
Yeah. Yeah. They are. That's more for gameplay mechanic design than anything, but yeah.
Bullets do more damage than grenades.
Also true.
Cool guys don't look at it.
This will be a sin, but he seriously dubbed over the masterpiece of Halo soundtrack for that. He seriously did that. No joke. Who does that?
Whoa, hold on a sec. Earlier on, Lord Hood said he only had a few ships for a low-level strike. There's like 40 here.
All ships.
Now, you really have to be inept to not understand how the Halo universe works in terms of naval warfare. For a galaxy-spanning empire, they have thousands of ships. Not like those little ships there, or those little planes there. I can't remember what they're called at the moment. But like these types of ships. These. And then even these. That's not a lot.
Fire at will.
Discount Independence Day.
He sent this scene. He sent this scene. This scene is epic, okay? It is awesome. And he sent it.
The bad guys activate secret weapon
That's not a weapon.
just as the good guys attack, cliché. Portal sucks large ships in and chucks
He immediately says it's a weapon, but then admits it's a portal.
small humans away, just like my mate's girlfriend.
Not a funny joke.
Did he activate the rings?
I'm pretty sure if he activated the rings, you'd all be dead. That's sort of the point.
What
True.
is it? More brutes?
Worse.
Instead of answering the Arbiter's question, Master Chief decides it's a good idea to be enigmatic and foreboding.
Here's the thing, though. Here's what he should have said. The Arbiter probably could have seen the obvious green smoke and spores coming from the flood-infected ship. Because quite a way you could tell as the ship class, the area immediately gets corrupted. Like, immediately. Chief knew that the Arbiter would find out very, very quickly and did not need to answer.
Reclaimer.
Chief doesn't shoot down this bastard, even though the last time they met, Spark tried to kill him. Chief's
True.
motion tracker didn't notice this little bastard.
Probably did, actually. He did quite quickly draw his weapon just a second ago.
Spark has a laser eye because plot.
Okay, just because it wasn't established... Actually, it was established. First game. When Chief when Chief grabbed the index, Guilty Spark literally grabbed it out of his hand using his laser eye. In the first game. It was established.
If we do not take this device to a safe location, somewhere I can make repairs.
On Halo, you tried to kill Cortana. You tried to kill me.
Protocol dictated my response. She had the activation index, and you were going to destroy my installation. You did destroy my installation. Now I have only one function, to help you, Reclaimer, as I always should have done.
Oh yeah, great idea. Trust the thing that's been trying to kill you for the last 2 games.
His argument is very convincing, especially when you keep in mind it's a computer. It has a protocol. It has coding it needs to follow. So its main protocol is no longer active because its main protocol was to maintain and protect the ring. Its secondary protocol was to help reclaimers. But since its main protocol is gone, the second protocol is now the primary protocol, which is to help the main reclaimers.
But it doesn't know about the portal, where it leads. On the other side, there's a solution.
The bad guy's plan can always be foiled, cliché.
Any plan can be foiled. Good guys, bad guys. It's not a cliche. It's the nature of a plan.
And you, shipmaster, just glassed half a continent. Maybe the flood isn't all I should be worried about.
Lord Hood is an antagonistic asshole.
Worried?
I don't know. If I were sitting there as one of the Earth's leading generals and I witnessed a newfound ally glassing half a continent, I'd be pissed.
Not for the Arbiter's Council. I would have glassed your entire planet.
The Arbiter...
Stupidity of dissent. First of all, that was not the Arbiter that said that. That was Halfjaw. Second of all, Arbiter made it better.
is an asshole. Cortana is Master Chief's hen naughty.
What? So much wrong. First of all, he says Hinati instead of, hentai. Second of all, unnecessary sin is unnecessary. It's not even funny.
This is all we see of an awesome space battle.
Because it has nothing to do with the plot of Master Chief. Why would we sit there and watch a space battle when the story is focusing on Chief and what he is doing to prevent the rings from being fired? True, it may be an awesome space battle, and the commanders and Halfjaw's epic one-liner. But you have to consider, how's this going to help with us know what's going on with Chief? Nothing.
Ever heard of physics and G-forces? This is not how they work.
Ever heard of planes where they're pressurized so you don't feel the G-forces in physics? Oh wait, probably haven't.
Here, the scope is green. When you look through it, it's not.
Fun fact, if you look just a little bit before, you see the reticle in the middle of the screen. So, here's a little fun fact for you. The reticle is actually connected to the HUD. And so you actually don't need to look through the scope to zoom in. It does turn green though when you put on the night vision.
Headshot only blows off helmet.
If you knew Halo lore correctly, you would know that brutes are very, very tough as a species. They're very durable. It takes a lot of bullets to take one brute down. Although a 50 cal bullet is very, very powerful, a metal helmet and also a brute's thick skull could probably withstand at least one shot.
The rocks are impervious to gunfire.
Rocks would chip, not be destroyed by gunfire.
The Dawn doesn't land near the place the Pelicans landed because length.
Because where the Pelicans landed, there's not enough room for a ship that is literally about 50 times the size of them. Ever heard of math?
Spark didn't accompany us and open the door earlier because length.
Because it would be dangerous for him to accompany in the middle of a gunfight. Common sense.
No.
No what? No, seriously, no what? I have no idea what you're saying.
It seems I've crossed a circuit.
Well, let me have a look.
Guilty Spark is a dick to Marines.
That's a point where it's called foreshadow. Fun fact, that is actually foreshadow to an event that'll happen later on in the game. And he also doesn't want the Marine to potentially mess up the thing, so.
That's our galaxy. We're beyond the rim.
2 to the 18th light years from Galactic Center, to be precise.
What is this place?
The Ark.
Overly smart robot gives info too precise to be useful.
What? That makes no sense. He's literally answering the question Chiefs has given him. Where are we? The Ark. 2 to the whatever. They know the distance they are from the Galactic Center, and they know the name of the location that they are in. How is that not useful? This installation 00.
What is it?
Phantom!
Spark, move.
The bad guys interrupt just as there is a big reveal cliche.
I've played this game a lot of times. I'm not exactly sure what the big reveal is.
The single guy notices entire enemy army cliche.
Fun fact, they've had a scene like this in every Halo. No joking. They have. I can't remember the name, but it's where you're descending down lower beneath the ground, and there's a grunt that notices you. And the second game is when you're dropping in an ODST pod. In this game, it's a grunt noticing the Pelicans and the Phantoms.
Chief, find the tower controls and shut it down.
Unnecessary orders are unnecessary.
I get that one. I do, because he knew the purpose of getting there, so.
Significant damage. Weapon system disabled.
The weapon system's disabled cliche.
Yes, missed the part where a huge frickin' chunk of rock literally goes through the ship. That would disable weapons!
2 scarabs instead of 1. Originality.
Or used as a lead up. Because that's what it is, considering they're going to be protecting a prophet.
What's the matter, big shot? Can't start your own party? I admit, I need your help.
Instead of surreptitiously kidnapping a run-of-the-mill bloke from Earth to activate the rings, the Prophet insists on using a belligerent military commander.
Or rather, he was just the most readily available, because the Brutes killed all the other Marines. Really, that probably is why.
Do it. Me. And you. Now. No!
No.
You send this scene! Why? This scene is emotional. It is beautiful, with the soundtrack going in the background as you're watching the scene occur. And it is so sad to watch this happen.
Your perfectly able-bodied Prophet garnered sympathy and disability checks for several years.
Have you seen how he's slunched over? He's not perfectly able-bodied. He's not a warrior.
Only you can halt what he has set in motion.
Oh yeah, great idea. Trust the minions that tried to wipe out humanity for the past 2 games.
This is one of the situations where an enemy and an enemy has a common goal, which is to not die. Fun fact, humanity was actually during experiencing a civil war between the UNSC and some insurrectionists. And as the war was coming, getting more and more higher risk, the insurrectionists said, let's stop fighting for a little while so we can fight and survive. Which then coagulated into the insurrectionists coming back.
Kill him already!
The gates has been unlatched. Headstones pushed aside. Corpses shift and offer room. A fate you must abide. We trade one villain for another.
The my enemy's enemy is my friend, but turns out to be my enemy
Literally, that makes the "my enemy's enemy is my friend but turns out to be my enemy" cliche. That's not a cliche!
Cliche. Background looks like concept art.
I have noticed this before, and it does annoy me. I don't like it.
Watch out, Chief.
It's
You
beautiful,
might
though.
fly into the obviously painted background.
That's decently funny. First time I watched it, I probably chuckled.
Child of my enemy, why have you come?
Annoying hallucinations are annoying.
They were at the start.
Concept art.
I don't remember that
Unacceptable!
The Oracle is a Dick to Johnson.
scene. Again, remember that scene where the guilty spark sapped that Marine? Foreshadow!
Spark's engineers thought it would be a
Also
good idea
something.
if Spark's eye turns red, alerting his enemy that he is about to fire.
Now, when it comes to Guilty Spark here, you could argue that he is under the influence of the Logic Plague, which I find to be actually a decent argument, considering how much time he's probably spent with... maybe. Maybe. That's a maybe one. But actually, it's a combat mode. It's what that's saying.
Send me out with a bang.
That's what she said.
You send that scene with a stupid joke. Best scene of the whole game. Okay? Best scene. Hands down. Excellent line delivery. Excellent score. Very emotional. Very powerful scene. And you sin it with a stupid joke.
Convenient terminal is convenient.
It's a cargo bay. It has a lot of terminals. Get over it.
Hang on!
You know, instead of saying, hang on, Cortana could have just closed the doors.
Very true.
You're in the ship. Close the damn door, Cortana.
She should have.
Now would be a good time to close the door.
Yes.
For us, the storm has passed.
Wait, you survived? But wasn't the
No, it wasn't. You see, if you didn't skip over the scene where it showed the ship that the shipmaster was on being attacked by a huge chunk of metal, you see that Gravemind was in the Holy City, which I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but the city actually went to the Ark, not to Halo, or not to Earth.
infected with the flood? How did they eradicate the entire infection without a Halo ring? Wow, that's really smart, leaving guns out on the memorial. I don't care if they aren't loaded. You can see my point.
No, I can't. Those are military-grade firearms. You're not going to get magazines for those firearms unless you're in the military. It would be illegal to purchase a military-grade magazine for a military-grade firearm, that which you cannot purchase.
Wait.
I'm not saying those. I'm not saying that to elicit gun control debates. Please don't do that. I don't want that. Okay? I'm just saying.
Are those battle rifles shooting only one bullet? Why couldn't we have that gun?
Honestly, I wouldn't care. There's some times where I prefer the DMR over the battle rifle, but there are times I prefer the battle rifle over DMR.
Everyone gets a picture, while the Chief gets a crudely etched 117.
Nobody expected the Chief to die. He's the freaking Master Chief, dude.
Chief? Can you hear me? I thought I'd lost you too.
The torn-in-half ship still has power.
So, fun fact. Typically, a ship would probably put the reactor core or some sort of battery core closer to the engines because they require the most power. Also, in this scene, you can clearly see that there is no power. No lights are on. Nothing is on. Artificial gravity is turned off. What in this scene makes it seem like there's power?
Oh. vermin, cowering.
Alright. So, I just want to say, I like Halo 3. It's not my favorite Halo. I don't want to say that. But I do enjoy the game. It is a fun game. It is a very well made game that I can definitely sit down and enjoy and play. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, press the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I hope to see you again on Wednesday. Goodbye!